Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Live Hunts. We are indeed back in Generations Ultimate. I was doing a stream of Generations Ultimate before, well, more specifically I was doing part 39 of this series, and then I scrapped it for one reason or another. But here we are again in part 39, perhaps 2 weeks later, in the same game. Now, generally I do prefer to play 3 Ultimate to Generations Ultimate, but again, 3 Ultimate isn't always an option, and as well as that, there seems to be more of a viewer base for this particular game, which I understand, because this is, as of the moment, the most recent actual Monster Hunter game. So, what's going on here? Did I actually just join a room of my own creation, unintentionally? Sometimes I go to create a room instead. Look at this, I'm supposed to be going to search a hub. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Anyway, I guess I was too busy talking. But anyway, so, here we go. Turns no EX. This is likely going to be the room that we join, because as you know, the easiest way to get quests done in this series is just stay in one single room and let other people post them, and I usually skip my turn because I don't need anything. We'll see how things go this time around. Occasionally someone will, I suppose, post a quest that I don't want to do, but if it says no EX, then hopefully that will also mean no deviants. Likely won't, but we'll see. Generally speaking, I'm okay with doing deviants, but it's when they post those high rank deviants that I'm really not interested, because I don't really want to do any high rank quests when I'm at G rank level, and yeah, I would say that's a natural way to go about it. Some of you might think, well, why don't you just help the people, Doomlink? How hard is that? No, sorry. I'm here doing a live stream, not running a charity. Okay, so, hello number 7, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a little while. I don't know what these guys are doing, but I have played with Escanor before. Is he the one that I don't like? I can't remember. There's one person who pissed me off before, but maybe that's him, I'm not sure. Generally I'm quite neutral towards the other people that I play against, but occasionally one person will piss me off. We've got, how do I even say his name? Shafchen, something like that. Shafchen. Seems like a bit of a weird name to me. And yeah, I haven't really been playing enough Monster Hunter these days, I've just been doing other things. Ultimately, the frequency of my Monster Hunter uploads directly coincides with my frequency of Monster Hunter play. I've not been, well, frequency of Monster Hunter play in my own time. I've not been playing much Monster Hunter in my own time these days. You can see that I haven't increased my Hunter rank, at least I don't believe so, since I was last recording live. So, oh no, maybe I have. So last time I was recording live in this game, I scrapped that recording, so the last time you would have seen me in this game, it would have been a slightly lower Hunter rank than this, but probably only about 10 ranks or so. But, yeah, I just haven't been playing recently. And it's not because I don't enjoy playing Monster Hunter, it's just because I have a rotation of things that I enjoy doing, and I can't just always be playing Monster Hunter while doing those other things. So, and those don't always involve playing video games, so yeah, it's all about what kind of time you have available. I've been playing a little bit of 4 Ultimate lately, just trying to do what I can. I occasionally make new weapons in that game. I have been taking the time to build Awaken armor sets, which is my ideal Monster Hunter endgame. It's making an element for every single element for every single weapon type, and then doing it all again for Awaken weapons, and then making armor sets for all of that. So, and then also all the gunner sets that I make, really it's an extended end game that not all people can engage in. Some people need something going on in the game to keep them entertained. I don't know what that really needs to be for these people, but there's definitely a percentage of people who say that Monster Hunter has no end game, at least traditional Monster Hunter has no end game, and then as soon as they introduce something that resembles an end game to keep people mindlessly entertained, they decide, this is an endgame, the other games don't have an endgame. I've heard words to that effect before, and quite frankly my feeling on the matter is that if you don't enjoy that endgame, then maybe don't play Monster Hunter, because quite frankly the entire point of Monster Hunter, in my view, is building up a character. If you don't start playing the game with that intention, and intending to see that through to some form of completion, then I don't know if this game's for you, because you end up, I guess, investing in nothing. I understand that there's an enjoyment that you get out of fighting the monsters, but I think there's a bigger picture than that. But maybe it's the difference between someone who is a very invested Monster Hunter player and someone who's very, very casual. Now, I consider myself to be a casual Monster Hunter player. I'm not fighting this, by the way. The reason why is because I've been fighting a lot of fucking Fatalis lately, and I'm sick of it. It's not because I particularly don't like Fatalis. I've got nothing against that monster. I quite enjoy him, but I just... what is this? Earn your strength. Well, they've just completed the quest, so... But yeah, I mean, it's not for me to dictate how people play Monster Hunter, I understand that, but I just feel as if it's a strange thing to complain about, a lack of endgame. You create your own endgame, and really I think there's almost unlimited entertainment in building your character so that you can return to the game when you play it less often, and when you return to the game at that point where you haven't been playing it as regularly, you can return to a character that is extremely well built. You can think in your head, well, what would I like to use right now against this monster? And in that moment, you'll have all of those options at your fingertips. That is the Monster Hunter endgame. It's eventually reaching a point where you can just come back and play however you want, because you've put the time in. And for me personally, it's being able to do that on camera for you guys. So here, for instance, I can sit here and go up against any monster. I can choose whatever weapon type I want, whatever element I want, and I have an abundance of choice. Now, you can't do that by putting in 100 hours of gameplay. You can't even do that by putting 200 or 300 hours of gameplay. You need to go way beyond that. And some people might not think that that's worth the time that you put in, but I think if you have a tendency to enjoy building a character, like I do, it comes very naturally, and it's a really good way to just really sink your teeth into a series. And I did get a little bit of, how do I say, well, I was fatigued for a period of time where I was sick of having to do it over and over and over again, every single release. That happened around Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. 4 Ultimate was really difficult for me to put the time in with, and I wasn't into it as much. But then, I don't know, I found people online to play with, and then I experienced Monster Hunter in a different way, and it sort of refreshed my feelings on it. I don't think Rise will have the old school endgame, because I don't think Rise is going to have the old school anything. They've made it very clear that their only intention of returning to traditional Monster Hunter is through, in a very shallow way, appealing to the Japanese audience, by making things look Japanese. I mean, to me that's a fucking insult, really, because the game, I've watched the gameplay, it's World on Switch, that's it. Except there's a fucking gimmick, which is, well, there's a gimmick in all of it, isn't there? If you're talking about Iceborne at the very least with the clutch claw. Why are you fucking talking to me? What? Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be talking to me, but, I mean, what's he talking about? So he says, hello, I'm sort of in the way of the chat, but he says, hello, colon 3, which is a face, obviously. So, like, 100%, yes. What the fuck are you talking about? What is this game? Shelling out for fashion. Let me get this straight. You're Hunter rank 11. Someone at Hunter rank 696 joins your room, and you post a gathering quest. Do you not need anything? Like, not even key quests, which would be nice, but instead you're not even gonna post maybe a monster that you'd like to grind. You're in G rank, you just entered G rank. How do you not want anything? Some people are very strange. Anyway, so, well, Japanese companies are welcome to be all about Japan. In fact, I would encourage that because, well, I've said this a billion times. The reason why Monster Hunter is at risk of falling is because of the Western interest. Whenever you bring Western interest into whenever you bring that into the mix, what happens is your game degrades. It has to, because Western interests, I'm sorry, fucking suck compared to Japanese interests. At least in terms of video games. And yeah, that's why World became more simplistic, because the Western gamers need a more simplistic game. So, unfortunately, yeah, I mean, that's literally what happened. Japanese games are more about the mechanical experience of playing the game. Not even mechanical, I shouldn't say that. It's more to do with the... how should I put this? So, with World, it's all about how it looks. It feels, it's all smooth and nicely animated and looks great, but then the fundamentals of Monster Hunter are fucking gone, right? Now, the fundamentals are built on things like all of those different armor sets you can make with all of those skills in the way that they work. And they simplified those skills, and they also took away from more attention to detail aspects such as weapon designs, such as sound. Like, the sounds of the monsters sound like shit in World because it doesn't matter. That's secondary to, oh, it looks so beautiful. So, what I mean to say is that the Japanese players are not as interested in, oh, it looks so nice and pretty, as they're interested in the more important gameplay aspects. That's my point. Which I could have articulated a little better, but whatever. Okay, what the fuck are we doing? So, what? Something about Hame Run. Anyway. But anyway, what I was saying before with them appealing to the Japanese audience, that wasn't me saying they shouldn't do that. I want them to appeal to the Japanese audience, and that was something that had me excited. I was like, awesome! They're going to appeal to the Japanese audience. That means we're actually going to get something that is more in line with, say, it may be a halfway point between Frontier and Generations Ultimate. No. Instead we get World, but with a Japanese facade, which, when I saw that, I was left pretty fucking shocked and a little bit disgusted by Capcom's attitude, because it's almost a pompousness. It's like, haha, so you guys didn't like World, okay. How about we put a bunch of Sakura trees and Japanese villages? You're gonna be happy now? That's the way it looks to me. Now, I could be totally wrong, but that's the impression I get. And it's just, it seems very shallow and very, I guess, insulting to the Japanese players. But, because obviously, there was, I'm sure the Japanese players had more gripes than the fact that there were not enough Japanese-looking things in their game. Obviously, they love the Western look when it comes to, you know, medieval settings, for example. But, yeah, there was more to it than that, basically. I feel as if I have become more and more Solcia EX in your fucking turns room. I don't want to start going on this rant. But this guy is Hunter rank 569. And he has not worked out in his little brain that, in actual fact, if you made a fucking room entitled Solcia with, or rather entitled Solcia EX, with the objective Solcia, people would join that room very quickly. Because there are a lot of people who want to fight EX monsters, namely people Hunter rank 700 and above. Those people love an EX hunt, because it's going to be something of a challenge for them. They've hunted all the monsters enough already, they want a little bit of a challenge. I've made these rooms before, at lower hunter ranks than this guy, when I was at those lower hunter ranks, so I can tell you pretty confidently that people join those rooms very quickly, yet this guy is going to make a turns room. No one's going to want to join it, because no one who wants to do turns is going to want to do EX. So he's literally, like, I don't understand what this is. It's not game sense, it's fucking common sense. Use your brain. At least try it first. He obviously has never even tried to make an EX room before. Or maybe he hasn't, he was sitting there for 3 minutes and no one joined, so he's like, this is taking too long, so he's gonna wait even longer there. Whatever. Stupid. Anyway, so, what are we doing? It's always a struggle to get into a room, well, not always, but sometimes it is. Rad turns. What? There's two people with stars in their names. Apparently. Oh. The cicadas are back. I just realised that I hadn't actually, changed my EQ, so that works. What have we got? Two people with stars in their name and one person with 666 in their name. That's a good start. So we've got Shaguru Magala, that looks like fun. Haven't done a Shaguru in a little bit. I think I have done it on camera somewhat recently. Well, there's nothing stopping you from experiencing them, number 7. It's really not too difficult. Yes, there is a barrier to entry to an extent, but it's not like a Imagine you've got a fence, you're not jumping the fence, you're finding the opening and just opening it, you know. It seems that some people wish there wasn't even a fence, because they don't want to so much as go and open the door. It's not a matter of jumping the fence. That's the analogy that I would work with here. Let's go, fire. My problem is that I'm so busy talking that... Oh, I don't want your guild card. I'm so busy talking that I can't, even focus on what I'm doing in the game. Okay. But, yeah. I think I was about to say this before, but I didn't complete what I was saying. I think as more time passes, I am becoming less and less, I guess, confident in Rise being a good game. I think it's going to really suck. For me, I think it's going to be great for world players. World players are going to eat that shit up for breakfast, but I'm probably not going to, because it looks like world, and that doesn't mean anything in and of itself, but it does, well, it does mean something in and of itself. It means that there's a chance that they're going to bring back the things in world that I dislike. And I've talked about that a billion fucking times too. But, my overall point is that I'm not optimistic. Christ, number 7, we've been over this before. Many times. You can emulate. And for the PSP games, that is the superior experience, because you don't have to do the claw. So, go and emulate Portable Third, or go and emulate Freedom Unite. You don't have to do Freedom Unite, that's extreme. I wouldn't recommend Freedom Unite to your average person. Hey Jenny, good to see you. But, yeah, I wouldn't recommend Freedom Unite to your average person, but I certainly would recommend, say, Portable Third to your average person. I mean, go dive into Portable Third and really learn how it is. That'll teach you Monster Hunter 110%. Because all the fundamentals of Monster Hunter are there. Why am I equipping Pierce shots? God, losing my mind today. You don't need a cent, number 7. You don't need a cent. Now, in the case of Portable Third, I guess there is a barrier to entry in the sense that you'd have to set a few things up. You'd have to get the emulator, you'd have to get the ISO file, you'd have to, if you wanted to play online, set up something like Hunsterverse. Hunsterverse is what I would recommend because there's a player base. I can't speak to any other service, or I shouldn't call it service, I can't speak to any other community that would be playing the emulated version online because I don't know how they have their stuff set up. I can tell you that Hunsterverse is very simple and well designed, and I also don't know how many people would be playing there. And I know that a lot of people are playing in Hunsterverse, so Hunsterverse would be my recommendation. But you do need to sort of get that set up as well. You need to download OpenVPN, you need to sign up to the... well, as a user you need to sign up to it, but let me say that based on how dumb some of the people in Hunsterverse are, you're not going to have a problem with it. It's kind of like how... think about all the stupid motherfuckers driving cars in this world. It's not hard to learn how to drive a car. So it's not going to be hard to learn how to... well, it's not going to be difficult in general to set up Hunsterverse, is what I mean to say. You can steal a PSP, yeah, if you really wanted to. If you wanted to experience it. I mean, there's no reason in the year of 2020 to be playing one of the PSP Monster Hunter games on a PSP, in my opinion, for the reason. And I am definitely a purist in the sense that I would prefer to play something on its original system, but I don't feel as if it's even worth doing that because, and this is coming from someone who's very used to the claw, I don't have any issue using the claw at all, but it is not anywhere near as comfortable to play one of the Monster Hunter PSP games on a PSP, looking at that little screen in your hand, doing the claw, as compared to getting it up on PC, you know, adding, I suppose, anti-aliasing and whatever else to the game, and enjoying it on something like a PS4 controller. You know, I mean, let's be honest, that does not even compare in comfort to playing the game on the PSP. So, yeah, I don't think anyone should be playing the PSP games. I did have some, I swear to God, it was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. A few days ago, I was playing, God, it must have been Portable Third on Hunsterverse. It would have been around the time I was doing my recording for Random Hunts Part 78 or 79, I think it was 78. And some guy came in, nearly fell off my chair. He's like, is anyone still using X-Link Kai? Is there any way I can play online on my PSP? He's gone and set up Hunsterverse just to ask this fucking question, and I'm like, my friend, it's not 2010 anymore. Like, you don't need to use X-Link Kai. That shit was about as stable as a 13-year-old girl whose parents just died, okay? It's just not... I'm in a bit of a dark mood today, I'm sorry. But seriously, like, it's just not even remotely stable. It's a shit experience, and you're playing on this little thing. Like, just, why are you asking for that? It's easier to play on the emulated version, and better in every single way. So that's what I would recommend. Yep. Yeah, I mean, getting a copy of Portable Third these days might even be a little expensive, so I wouldn't recommend that either. How shit is your laptop? Like, it must be really bad, because I'm telling you, these people would not have good computers. Anyway. Yes, you're right, Potato, in that there are no fairies to cook in this game. Thank God for that. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of anger in the community when Portable Third was clearly not going to be getting a release in English, but... And I've talked about this before, obviously. Basically everything I say I've talked about before, so I may as well not even preface what I say with that, because I'm the fucking... conversation jukebox, I guess. But basically, Capcom at that time kept on saying, Monstander fans in the West have much to look forward to. That was their fucking catchphrase to pacify the West at that time. This was, you know, 2010, 2011, when everyone was like, well, where the fuck's Portable Third? And I understand why they didn't release it in the West. Who was playing a PSP in 2011 in the West? Basically no one. I mean, there were people doing that, but it wasn't the same as the Wii in the West. The Wii did fairly well. And also, portable gaming wasn't as big of a thing in the West as it was in Japan. I mean, Japan and the West were opposites. The West were more about the home console experience, whereas Japan were more about the portable experience, which is exactly why Tri did well in the West but bombed in Japan. So I think that's really what it came down to. They realized that if Tri does really well in the West, I mean, it didn't do really well compared to other games on the Wii, I guess, or compared to generally popular games, but as a Monster Hunter game it did well in the West, and brought a lot of people to the series. Obviously when they saw that Tri did really well in the West, but did really poorly in Japan, they assumed that the opposite would be the case with Portable Third, given that Portable Third did really well in Japan. And I'm sure that there was evidence for lack of people playing on PSP games in the West to further incentivize Capcom to not even bother. So, yeah. Yes, Portable Third was on the PS3, but that was only on, that was only in Japan as well, and it was such a port, really. And it also required, whatever it was called, Ad Hoc Party to play it. So there was no dedicated online. I mean, it was just such a cobbled together thing. I don't even think many people really bothered with it. Yes, it did technically look better than the PSP game at that time, but it really was not a great thing. It wasn't worthwhile, and of course no one in the West played on the HD version, really, because you couldn't patch it. You couldn't get an English translation on the thing. But either way, what I was going to say was that Monster Hunter fans kept on saying... Sorry, Capcom kept on saying Monster Hunter fans in the West have much to look forward to, but at that time it just seemed like nothing. It seemed like they were just saying that, and we had no faith that anything was really going to come of that statement, but a lot did come of that statement. After Portable Third, we received every single mainline Monster Hunter game that they made, keeping in mind that at that time, we had not received Monster Hunter G, which was the G-rank version of Monster Hunter 2, sorry, Monster Hunter 1. I'm going crazy today, I don't know where my brain is at, but basically the original Monster Hunter got a G-rank version in the form of Monster Hunter G. We didn't get that. We sort of got it through Monster Hunter Freedom, but that's not the same. Not if you want a home console experience. So, and Monster Hunter Freedom was a fucking mess, let me make it very clear. So, G versus Freedom, G would have been the better experience if you don't mind using your fucking analog stick to attack. But, we also didn't receive Monster Hunter 2. We received Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite, but Monster Hunter 2 was not the same game. So, then when we also didn't receive Portable Third, we're thinking, shit, how much is Japan going to get that we're not going to get? We had no clue at that time. But Capcom obviously knew, or at the very least had a plan, to not leave the West behind again. And I think that might have been because they knew they were going to move off the PSP system. Yo, ya got 2 minutes? What? Oh, all mine. I didn't even see. Then it goes to sad. I didn't even see what he had said. They're saying you got 2 minutes, then it goes to sad. So, yeah, great. I mean, the chances of someone at my Hunter rank joining a turns room wanting a specific quest is pretty low. I guess it's possible, but yeah. If they say, you know, Lord Turn, and I'm standing here, like, actually walking around but not posting, it probably means I'm to be skipped. But, anyway. No, but that doesn't count, Potato. We got the G-rank game. This is the thing. Portable Third was a game just completely separate to Tri and 3 Ultimate. It was its own game. And Monster Hunter 2 was completely separate to Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite. It was its own game. We received every game that was unique after that point. Yeah, we didn't get Monster Hunter 4, but so fucking what? That didn't really make a difference, because, I mean, yes, it would have been nice to have it at the time, but it was only a year and a half wait from memory. When 4 Ultimate came out. And I will admit, we didn't really know at that time if Monster Hunter 4 was going to come out. It wasn't clear, but it did, and that's what matters. A Cantor, of course. I'm always doing a Cantor. Seems to happen a lot. You know, I think you guys may have noticed, by the way, that whenever I play Monster Hunter, I'm in a bit of a different mood. I become a bit darker, I become a bit more aggressive, a bit more angry. I don't know where that comes from. I think it's because of all my angry Monster Hunter opinions, and also, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. You guys know I'm not an unfriendly person, really. It's just, sometimes certain situations have a bad influence on us, and I guess that's Monster Hunter for me. Do forgive me for that. Okay, what do I want to use? We could use Insect Glaive for a change. I never use Insect Glaive on camera. Very rarely I do, and somewhat recently I used it once, after a long time. But, yeah, let's do it. I've never used this on camera. Fucking Fatalis Insect Glaive, never. But here I am, using it on camera. Strange to look at it, honestly, because I never use it in this game. I use it more in 4 Ultimate these days. Well, those don't count. I did say every mainline Monster Hunter game. Why didn't Monster Hunter Massive Hunting come to the West? It was really strange. Monster Hunter Massive Hunting, I have to tell this story because it's hilarious, but Monster Hunter Massive Hunting, there was to be an announcement for a Monster Hunter game, I think. Or maybe, no. I don't think it was really set up that way, but there was, for a very brief moment in time, there was, ooh, there's a new Monster Hunter game coming out. And then it turns out that it's Monster Hunter Massive Hunting. Now, at this time, I think this was in maybe 2013 when Massive Hunting came. Now, Massive Hunting, aside from the name, looked worse than Dynamic Hunting, which came out in like 2011 or something. So, 2 years later or so, a mobile game that looks worse than Dynamic Hunting releases. And we're just sitting there like, what's going on? And then it's called Massive Hunting? Compare the name Dynamic Hunting to Massive Hunting for just a moment. And then obviously compare the way the games looked. Pretty different. And there is a clear winner between the two. Yeah, it seems to happen a lot with me hunting a Cantor. The reason why is because everyone wants a Cantor, and I can completely relate to that for the reason that you need a lot of his stuff. A Cantor XR is really good, and also certain decorations, I think they might be expert decorations or something, do require a Cantor spikes inside. Okay, where are his colours? So, I'm trying to get his belly. His tail is not... his tail is a healing colour. Let's get his back. Missed the spike there. Fuck's sake, keep getting white. Alright, I'll try to get the face. There we go. And I'm assuming the back there is going to be orange. Yes, it is. There we go. So we're going to start off with some mounting. It's going to feel really weird doing this after having played 4 Ultimate, because as you know, 4 Ultimate is a complete fucking mess when it comes to that. You better let me get the mount off, I swear to god. I think that Natso? Yeah. Pretty sure that Natso guy is also doing mounts. It's important that I get it off because I actually have Mounting Master, so it'll be faster for me to get it off. Wouldn't make a huge difference, I guess, but you know. There we go. Broke the spike there. So at this point, you saw how many mounting attacks it took for me to get him down with Mounting Master. I'm not even going to bother going for a second mount. It takes too long. Now, it wouldn't be terrible for damage, but it wouldn't be as good as just doing Golden Man combos, because aerial attacks do deal good damage, motion value wise. However, it's just not going to compare really. And obviously it would just be way too many attacks in general. Ow. What I really hate with the Cantor is getting caught in his stupid run while I'm standing next to the tail. It feels as if standing next to the tail really shouldn't hurt me, but it does, because he's got a stupid hitbox. Just as he did in the older games. Now, because he's fucking running around, I haven't been able to get Extract Hunter, which is stupid. Alright. Do one drop attack on him. I will get my colours again, even though I'm sort of close to getting Extract Hunter, because you do attack so slow without any of your colours, so... the Golden Man combo is basically when you have all 3 colours. Your character will glow gold, and that is in the community called Golden Man, or at least it was in 4 Ultimate. The name might have gone out of use by this game's release, but that's what I call it, because otherwise what would you call it? Max charge, 3 colours, I don't know. Golden Man works for me. But basically it's just your attacks as you... how many fucking flash bombs do you want? Where's my flash shout? I did see one of them. I've got 2 flash bomb shouts. The one that I just passed was something along the lines of, how many flash bombs do you want to miss, mate? Which does happen from time to time, because you're getting blinded by flash bombs and the guy still can't get on target. It's really annoying. But that was just ridiculous. That was 3 flash bombs back to back. Anyway. Oh, there was there a Capcom hack? I think I heard something about that. Got any juicy information, Potato? At this point, I've lost a bit of respect for Capcom with their Rise business, so I don't mind hearing about the leaks. Come on, get that fuck. Actually, no, I have Extract Hunter. Fuck that shit. Because Extract Hunter is so much better, particularly Extract Hunter 3, because it lasts for so fucking long. Yeah, so I do know about Rise coming to PC. It's supposed to be coming in October of 2021. Now, a Monster Hunter 6 announcement sounds really strange to me. Because I feel like, well, that's very interesting, because if they're going to do a Monster Hunter 6 announcement, then that might mean that they're not going to try and elongate the longevity of Monster Hunter Rise in the same way that they did with World. They might not do an expansion for it. Is Rise going to be a high rank game? My assumption was that it would be. So, therefore, they would do an expansion for Rise, and... Monster Hunter 6. What the fuck would they even do in Monster Hunter 6? What's that even gonna be? 6th generation Monster Hunter. If this was 5th generation, I feel like we've just been... We only just got into 5th generation, you know? So, I really don't... At this point, I really have got no idea what they have planned, but... I just got pushed into him by that fucking claw. I'm going sharp. Doesn't have too much purple here, no, tiny amount. It's mostly white there. Yeah, Rise will be a high rank game, but... So, I don't know, it seems weird that there's going to be another... presumably another expansion for Rise. In the same way that there was an expansion for Iceborne. To go from high rank to G rank. But... they're also going to announce Monster Hunter 6? Maybe they're trying to strike while the iron is hot or something. Keep people's interest. Makes sense, I guess. Fucking hell. But yeah, obviously Monster Hunter 6 is... I think the reason why they're doing that... Yeah, that makes sense. So the reason why they're doing that is because they're alienating certain world players by doing a Switch exclusive, so they need to keep the people who were playing World on Xbox and PlayStation, and even on PC. Well, not PC so much, given that there will be a PC release, but certainly the Xbox and PlayStation players, they need to keep those people invested in the series, because, you know, these people are different. They're not loyal to Monster Hunter. They don't even know what Monster Hunter is, really. So they're certainly not loyal to it at this stage. They're not going to wait very long. If their interest is lost, it's lost, most likely. That's just how these people operate, you know. They're not very sensible in how they think, and Capcom knows that, so they're going to keep them invested by releasing information about Monster Hunter 6, and then they can get all excited about that. So that makes sense to me. Just hadn't really thought about it, but after thinking about it, yeah, that's quite sensible for Capcom to be doing. Now, as far as what Monster Hunter 6 can be, maybe we will see smaller generational improvements at this point. Because I don't know what they could do after World that would be of any significance. At least significance on par with a generational change. Because usually there would be a real significant difference. Or perhaps not. Because if you think about it, they use the same assets for like 3 generations. So. Or more like 2. More like 2. I'm not going to call it World 2. Couldn't possibly call it World 2. But it would be called something. The reason why they're dropping the generational titles is because Monster Hunter 6 doesn't mean anything to anyone, because they didn't play the other games. So that's why they dropped the generational titles. It had relevance to the people who were actually playing the series. Now they're only playing, you know, the new games. World is more of a reboot than a sequel. Or rather, a new game in a series, is what I mean to say. Now, I've got no idea if the cicadas are particularly loud, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my EQ once I've calmed this thing. But yeah, I don't want World 2, quite frankly. Not just the name, but the game itself. And, yeah. I'll just watch some gameplay and then probably not play it. I'll just check my EQ, it's mostly cutting out those frequencies, which is good. That's what I like to see. I think it will look much better, because games on the Switch don't look good, let me make that very clear. So it will look much better on PC. It's going to look like World on PC, and let me make it very clear, Rise is not going to look like World on PC. So expect something worthwhile. It's going to perform better, it's going to look better. Don't expect it to look like a AAA PC game for the year of 2021, but it's just going to look good, I think. Hello Shiny, Spectria, thank you for the subscription. I do see when people subscribe, but I have no way of knowing if they're actually watching the stream at the time, so I generally don't thank people for subscriptions unless I do see that they're actually in the stream. So you can see I have Max Zenny here. The reason why is because I actually ran out of space in my box. It was crazy. So the reason why I didn't have any more space in my item box, you can see I'm about halfway through my final page. The rest of this space was all Horns coins. And I thought, no, I don't need this many fucking Horns coins. So what I did was I traded them all for gold eggs and sold them all. So now I have Max Zenny. Just because it looks nice, you know. I don't think it will look as good as Monster Hunter Online on PC, because that game looks amazing. Not necessarily because of the graphics, but because of the locations and how beautifully designed they were. I mean, if you look at the actual locations in Online, nothing in the mainline series has really come close. So, yeah. Sad, isn't it, that a free-to-play Chinese game in the series would look better than all the others in terms of the locations. It just goes to show that that was their focus. But, as I said, it's not so much that... Well, what I find... I should make it very clear. What's pathetic is that World couldn't compare to it. Like, it actually looks better than World in terms of the locations themselves. And World's entire point was to look beautiful. And some free-to-play Chinese game from 2013 beat it out. And World came out in 2018. Ouch. Fucking ouch. Now, obviously, that's not to say that automatically Online is a better game for that reason, because Monster Hunter Online was a fucking mess. You could tell that they really only focused on the visual aspects. Everything else, like the gameplay aspects, well, the gameplay wasn't bad, but some of the fundamental aspects of the game were fucking broken. It's a free-to-play game, or rather was a free-to-play game. Your go, Nat. Yeah. Another high from Shiny. I think I play Generations Ultimate, I think. I could be wrong, but if I'm right, then yeah, I do. What? Anyway. I don't know what Nat is doing. Generally, if you've got a monster in mind, what you do is you say, hey, I'm doing this monster, and then everyone else can actually ready up for the quest with you. That's what I try to do anyway. But, either way. Oh, goodness me. You want help in the arena to kill Gore Magala. Come on, Potato, give him a hand. I certainly haven't had anyone come into my stream asking for help in the game before. That is a new one. Raging Bracky, I have fought him recently. Exciting, says Rad Lad. With a name like Rad Lad, I can only assume that he's English. Seems like a very English name. Alright, what should I use? Should I go Hunting Horn just to do something really weird? Yeah, let's do that. Now, what is Raging's elemental weakness? Is it water or ice? Shit. Let's equip water for now. No, let's equip ice for now, and then check. Here's my ugly hunting horn, yeah. So, what have we got? Where might you be? Brachydium, here we go. He is weaker to ice. Good to see. So I made the right decision. I can assure you that I've never in my life fought a Raging Bracky with a hunting horn. I really only fight him with heavy bowgun. And if I use a Blade Master weapon, it's... I don't even know what it would usually be, but it's certainly not fucking hunting horn, so... Oh, there's two hunting horns. What the fuck? There's actually another guy using a hunting horn. Color me fucking shocked. I didn't even check, because I never, like... Did not cross my mind as being a possibility. Did not cross my mind. Well, that's fine. If you want to take the fucking role of hunting horn player, that is a-okay. Because... I really do not feel the need to play hunting horn anyway. It was kind of a joke that I had to see through to the end, because I guess I had set myself up for it. Okay. Your Switch is dead. What's with all you people that have dead Switches? That's weird. I never unplug mine, or rather undock mine. Mine is a home console. But I do find that everyone seems to have a dead Switch and it needs recharging. It's like, come on, just dock the fucking thing. It's not hard. Is it just me, or is the ability to dock the Switch the easiest thing in the world? Like, you finish playing with it, yeah, dock it, and the dock is plugged in. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, if you're not playing it, it should be charging, that's the point. Do I have everything I need? Yes, let's go. Sorry for making you guys wait. I didn't realize there was going to be another hunting horn user. Oh, you use a Switch Lite. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, the Switch Lite is the better portable console, let me make that clear. So I would recommend any person who really wants to play the Switch as a portable console to get the Switch Lite, because it's more ergonomic, it's not as heavy, and it sits nicer in the hand. Whereas the regular Switch does not feel nice as a portable console. It's miserable to play Monster Hunter in portable mode with the Switch. It's, yeah, would not recommend it to anyone. I'm pretty sure anyone who has ever played Monster Hunter in portable mode on the Switch can attest to the fact that it really does not feel nice. Oh shit. What just happened? Well, I guess that was on my side, wasn't it? If it says a communication error occurred, I mean, usually you... Well, what does that mean? That's annoying. Stream is a-okay, so it's not the internet. It's just, I don't know, Switch being down. You know what it was? The Switch heard what I said. I'm sorry, you're great in portable mode. What do you mean? I was joking. I guess it's not April Fool's, but... Sorry, Switch. Connection lost. Suck me off. It definitely heard what I said. This thing has a mind of its own. Okay. Our technology has personalities now, what can I say? That is the nature of technology evolving. Okay, what shall we do? G turns or turns? Someone screaming at me to do turns versus someone with an exclamation mark. They seem to both be quite eager to do some turns, so we'll join this guy. Square Enix are fucking weirdos. I mean, there are a lot of Japanese game companies that really need straightening out, we'll say. But none of them can possibly compare to Electronic Arts, which I believe to be US based. Legend of Zelda Courage, alright. Alright, I don't think I've done a Kushala on camera recently. Guess I'd best say hi to be semi-friendly. Alright. What's with the wide eyes? You can't see it, but he did, you know, the capital O, full stop capital O. Which, I mean, I guess is nice, but... What shall we use against Kushala? I'm getting really sick. See this status set? This is not my final status set, guys. I know if I ever pass over this set while recording, I'm embarrassed because this is not my status set. It also should have status crit, but I'm waiting for a rare fucking locale for the Tundra. Like, that's what I want. I've been waiting for so long. I've been waiting for like 2 months for the rare locale in the fucking Tundra so that I can get some random ass fucking item to make status crit decorations so that I can actually finish my fucking status set. I had a status set before, but it was too heavily based on attack and I got sick of it. I decided to make a general use status set instead of just a set that was purely dedicated to death grip. But anyway. Who keeps talking? Hello, fleshy mammals. What? Okay, hello, fleshy mammals. Yeah, right. I guess I'll use Greatsword. What are you weak to again? Dragon? Yeah, I guess so. Let me confirm that. I'm quite sure it is. I mean, I'm actually at a point now where I have to confirm Kushala Daora's weakness, which is a bit pathetic. And all you guys going, it's thunder, it's thunder. Shut up, that was in World. That's not a Monster Hunter game. Okay, what have we got here? Yes, Dragon is the weakness. Well, I'm glad you got some enjoyment out of it, number 7. Try doing that for an hour straight. Probably won't feel great. Okay, question. What's with this guy? This guy's either got some brain damage or he's 10 years old. One of the two. Could be both. It's always possible as well. But anyway. What skill am I doing? We will go defense then. Yeah, Moxie. Now what's he saying? Destruction! Yeah, he's 10. That's alright. Nothing wrong with the younger generations playing Generation. Better he plays this than whatever the popular game is now. What is it, Among Us? Is that still a fucking popular game? I don't know. It's better that I'm saying that than Apex Legends, I guess. I guess I'm never wrong if I say League of Legends, right? I guess that's always popular. Has been for a while, anyway. Oh no. EA owning Monster Hunter, that would be quite a thing. I don't really want to mine though, or even gather. At the bones. Why is this guy saying welcome? You know what? He/she is probably a Dota player given the name, so I guess that partially explains the mental brain damage. You can't really have non-mental brain damage, so... Oh, whoops, I went in the wrong direction. Look who has brain damage now, haha. Don't know why I thought he started in the other spot. Oh no. Really? Capcom was actually considering monetizing the vouchers that increase drop chances in quests. That's pretty disgusting. Because as soon as you do that, there's no going back. You fucking asshole. You have no business incorporating an upswing into your combo in that situation. No excuse whatsoever. Now, doing that to a greatsword user is the biggest fucking insult. You fucking asshole. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry, like, I'm just not putting up with that shit. You learn how to use the switch axe, or you fucking put it away. That's it. That's it. The upswing, shit motion value. You use it to hit a monster that's above you in an otherwise unreachable spot. Otherwise, you can put the weapon away. Or just don't use that fucking combo, because it's shit, okay? Or really use that attack is what I meant to say. Bad start to the fight, obviously. Let's get that hit in before we lose our damage. Fucking upswing in my first charge of the monster, unbelievable. And in a situation that didn't even call for it. I'm pissed off when someone ever does the fucking upswing, but at least use it in a situation where it's necessary. Like, come on. Fucking pathetic. Alright, we're gonna have to angle it to the right here in case he gets up. Yep, there we go. Now, I didn't do the full combo there, probably should have. Okay. I should have brought flash bombs, actually. This is one of those fights that really does help to have flash bombs with. Good shot. Should have angled it to the side. Can I get you off? Yeah, almost. I would say lag compensation would have dealt damage on the head there. That's my hope anyway. I can always hope. Nothing wrong with a bit of optimism. It's just not a common thing with me. I never like shielding with the greatsword because it does deplete your sharpness quite considerably. And usually sharpness lasts a long time with a greatsword because it's such a slow attacking weapon. If you use it correctly anyway. Unless you're doing combo greatsword. How long will I record? Probably 2 hours in total. I try to keep it at about 2 hours. Well, not keep it at 2 hours, but rather do a minimum of 2 hours for Doomlink's lifetime. Alright, angle it right. I don't always vocalize my strategies, but I guess I'm doing it this time. I'm trying to get a Moonbreaker in. I don't think Moonbreaker can be cancelled by his wind. Now, it wouldn't do it with the regular white wind here, but with the black wind it might. Alright, that's an opportunity to get it off. Full Moonbreaker level 3 is just good damage overall. Very nice damage, especially that final attack. My assumption is that you can't have Moonbreaker interrupted by the Black Wind. I'm just going to say that. Did I sharpen my weapon? Because I did intend to. I might not have ended up doing that. I think I've got a decent amount of purple. Yeah, that's a lot of purple. That's really good. I love this weapon. I mean, if you think about it, admittedly, purple doesn't do as much damage in this game as it used to, but like that much purple, I've got 315 raw, 75 dragon. What a king of a fucking weapon right here. Hey, it looks like Dota Maria actually knows how to fucking get out of ice, whereas this guy right here, Jacob, no clue. Alrighty. Oops. Missed my charge there, but I got flinched out of it anyway. Ha! Why is this pleb using guild star? We'll bring him into 3 ultimate then. Then he can learn how to use an actual greatsword properly. And look at him, he's using the fucking standard black set too. With transmog, I believe. No, it's just full black. Black set, fucking... I would guarantee that there are better 3-slot raw greatswords out there. I mean, I'm not gonna 100% guarantee that that's how it is, but... I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Wouldn't be fucking surprised. I hate trendy fucking armor sets. Get some goddamn originality. I mean, if you came up with it on your own, fair enough, but I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one. Just gonna press X to doubt. So boring. It was really awkward because back when I was streaming on Twitch, one of my Twitch viewers, many months after my friend Sam first showed me the black set, he would have been one of the first making that set because he's got his finger to the pulse when it comes to the meta in any Monster Hunter game, really. And he showed me his black set, and I was like, yeah, that's nice, but it doesn't have high-grade earplugs, so I'm not interested. And he's like, yeah, well, you don't need high-grade earplugs with Valor. And I'm like, you can't just do your fucking Valor charge thing whenever you want. You're going to be put in a situation where you're mid-combo or something and you can't resist the raw, like, it happens. So, fuck that. Raw resistance on a greatsword will go home. Anyway, this guy was like, oh Doom, I have such a great set to show you. Let's put a number on it. Let's say 8 months after I had been shown that, maybe even more months after I've been shown that set by my friend, and after having seen it many times online before. And this guy's like, I've got such a great set to show you, you're gonna love this Doomlink. And he equips that black set, and I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, well, that's not the kind of greatsword set that I would like to use, and I regret to inform you that I've seen it about 1 billion times before. So. What confused me is that he thought I hadn't seen it before. Like, it was a pretty fucking common set to find, even at that time. Now it's about as common as, I don't know, trees in a forest, but yeah, whatever. Valor Greatsword is fucking pathetic. Valor anything is fucking pathetic. Of course, it was called Brave in the original Double Cross game. That was the translation, anyway. I don't know. I'm interested to see what I'm going to do with Y-Bug. I've got no idea. I might not even use it. Imagine I'm going to be that guy, playing Rise without using Y-Bug, and I know what you guys are thinking. I know exactly what you guys are thinking. You're going to say, you need the Y-Bug to get around Doomlink. I meant in combat. Anyway, I mean in combat, so Large Elder Dragon Gem, 2 Kushala Daora gems. And the reason why is because this quest has the highest drop rate for Large Elder Dragon Gems, so you would guess that it would have good gem drop rates also. That is my 3rd Large Elder Dragon Gem. Awesome. Zold Ticket G. Probably got a few of those by now. Alright. I've got respect for people who use the Striker style. You never see Striker. Thing is, Valor style is not particularly difficult to use, and it is so fucking strong. It's just anything that's totally out of balance with everything else is something that I don't particularly want to use, because I'm at a point in Monster Hunter where I just want to use what's fun, not what's most effective, and Valor is just so unnecessarily effective that it's going a little bit too far. Again, as I've said before, the reason why I don't personally use styles is because I wanted to continue my 4 Ultimate experience as best I could. So that's guild style for me. I'm not really interested in the styles. I sort of felt like it was a gimmick, and it's clear that it is one because it's only going to be present for Generations and Generations Ultimate, historically speaking, so therefore I'm not interested. You guys can go for it. Definitely not going to say that you shouldn't. I'm just going to say that I've got zero interest in bothering with any of that shit. So it's a Regios. Weakness Thunder. Weapon. What should I use? Are we really going to do Gunlance right now? I think we are. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did finally get rid of my fucking status Gunlance set because I decided I'm never going to use this. Who cares? Like, why would I even bother? Now, what did I... Oh, that's right. I was trying to make a status light bowgun set, and it didn't end up being quite so good. This thing. It looks great. Looks great. It's not. It doesn't work for that, that Hame run. With Brachydios. Okay. Gunlands time. I love these two sets so much, but I usually go with the guard set. Anyway. Let's go ahead. It was intended to only really be used with this particular gun lance that I'm equipping now, but I like using it with my other gun lances. Here we go, Electrolagia gun lance. I don't know why. Player 4. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you crying? What's with this person? Anyway. Well, if you find Valor fun, then that's great. To me, it's not Monster Hunter. It's not what I enjoy in Monster Hunter, so that's why I don't need it. Okay. I can assure you that you wouldn't enjoy Valor as much if it were underpowered. I can assure you. I think most of your enjoyment would disappear at that point. So my point is that the fact that it's overpowered does definitely play a major part in why you enjoy it so much. It's not it wouldn't be the entire point, but you'd notice if it really sucked, and you'd probably stop using it. Seregius. Haven't fought this guy on camera recently at all. Now, I try not to make it a point to dictate to people how to enjoy the game, but I do it a lot because I'm a conversational person by nature, and I'm an opinionated person by nature. So I tend to talk about these things. I don't understand the people who can just use the same set for every fucking hunt. I don't understand those people, because to me, it gets really boring really fast to just use the same set. Now, people who use that black set with the fucking Nesek Greatsword, not all of them, but a lot of them are those sorts of people who can just use that exact set for every fucking hunt. Now, I can understand if you're a lower hunter rank, and you maybe haven't used it as much as, say, higher hunter rank people, but those really high hunter rank people who just use the same thing for every fucking quest, I don't understand them. Like, there's a guy in the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Anthena Discord, which is, you know, one of the major communities for playing Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate online on PC, who just uses, he's hunter rank 900 and something, he uses the same set for every single hunt. And I don't understand that. 900 hunter ranks in that game, and you're just going to use the same thing every time? It's really weird to me, because you've fought the monsters a billion times before. Where else do you find your point of variation? It's in what you equip for the hunt. And yet these people just equip the same thing. I don't know. If someone can possibly give me some insight on how those people operate, that would be great, but it's so outside of the realms of logic for me that I just don't really understand it at all. It's bizarre. I understand that if you find something that works well, you stick with it, but at a certain point in time, what works well no longer is synonymous with what is fun. Like, that point has to be reached. And I don't know. And of course, because it's 4 Ultimate, he uses a Charge Blade. So, I don't know. Nothing wrong with using a Charge Blade in 4 Ultimate, but not entirely surprising. Alright, I'm going to try and get my heat gauge up. Oh. Don't know if that was a KO, it looked like it was. I guess that must have been a flash bomb, that's why he had the stars on his face. I thought he had just gotten the stars on his face and then it was suddenly interrupted. That's what it looked like at first. Heat gauge. I hate the heat gauge thing. I just want a simple wyvern fire. There is beauty in simplicity, but there is a point where it gets a bit ugly. More specifically, the likes of... Let's just... Oh, I missed my fucking final shot because I didn't have ammo loaded. That's stupid of me. Okay, here we go. Just want to get into the red, and now we'll do... Fucking... No, don't do a wyvern fire now. Don't risk it. Charge blades don't deserve to exist in any Monster Hunter game. I remember you saying that, Potato. Because I was saying how I used to feel that way, and then I got used to charge blades. What is that fucking thing that keeps getting thrown against the monster? It looks like, whatever they were called. What were they called again? The things in 4 Ultimate that would remove you of your status ailments. It's like hot spring mist or some shit. But it looks like those are being applied to the monster repeatedly by someone on the team. It's weird. I'm gonna shoot you there. I need to get in my red so I can wipe and fire you. Fuck, that was kind of my opportunity. But I got pushed back. Here we go. Fucking fuck. Is that a mount? Oh no! Fuck! After all that time, I should have noticed that that was a mount. You can tell when it's a mount because the knockdown is very abrupt. Oh, wow. Bit of a waste of a mount knockdown, but whatever. Let's follow up the Dragon Blast on the face. Which I do not believe does different damage depending on the part of the body. It should be true damage, Dragon Blast. Charge Blade I really don't have a problem with. I think it's fine. When it was first introduced, I really didn't care for it. Everyone was using it in 4 Ultimate when it was the new interesting weapon type along with Insect Glaive, and I didn't care for it at all. But I think part of that was because I didn't want to learn how to use a new weapon type. I was very comfortable with the other weapon types, and then there was a whole new weapon type there that... It's not that I didn't know how to use it, it's just that I couldn't use it as well as the other weapon types, so I just didn't care for it. So, yeah. That is my 5th Seregios lens. And also I do think lens is a really cool name for a rare item. Wide range plus 10, hot blooded plus 4. It's strange, there's a few people who use Tropic Hunter in this game. More than you would expect. It's one of those skills that you'd think no one would use. But people do actually use it. Must have caught on. Some influential person in the community must have said, you know guys, by the way, this is a great skill. So now everyone's using it. Probably. Well, not everyone, but now people are actually using it. That would be my guess. Another one of these? No. Not doing this again. I mean, I respect that you might want to do this repeatedly, but make a fucking room for it, please. Okay, Red King Rathal. Haven't seen that before. Rathal. Hyper Brachydios, may as well. Even Brachydios needs a holiday. No, that's all good, Ethan. He's apologising for last night because we were going to play Dark Souls and then his brother wanted to play board games with him, so he was like, sorry Doomlink, I'm going to abandon you, I'm going to throw you under the bus. No, I wasn't that concerned. But, yeah. What are we finding again? Hyper Brachydios, let's go for it. What should I use? Should I use a hammer against a Brachydios? Why am I even suggesting that? Let's do it. I need to really go out of my way to use weapon types I normally don't, because when do I ever use hammer on camera? Fucking never. Now, isn't water better on regular Brachy? I'm quite sure. Let's just smash him in the face with a grenade. I'm not even going to check. I know water's better for Brachy. I know it. I know it in my heart. In my heart of hearts, I know that water is his primary weakness and ice is his secondary. And then that's flipped for raging, as I have recently found out. Okay. Zac up large. Oh, fuck me. Not this again. Fairy cooking. What should I eat for? Ooh, Ultra Lucky Cat. No, that's Unlucky Cat as well. No way in hell. There's Moxie. Defense up large and Moxie, which I don't think I've got good defense with this set, do I? No, it's not great. But my worst defense is by far my Sword and Shield set. It's just hitting 700. Like, with defense up large, it's just over 700. It's really bad. So, yeah, I often find that when I'm using my Sword and Shield set, I'm getting really beaten up, and I wonder why, and then I check my defense, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I've got, like, no defense with this set. And the reason why is because it uses a lot of Rarity 8 pieces of equipment, plus the Hayabusa Feather. So, defense-wise, even with all those armor pieces fully upgraded, god, it sucks, defense-wise. It's depressing. So, you never find a Bracky with anything other than a lance. Is that because you're afraid, or is that because you just find that to be more functional? Because it's very interesting. There was a time in my monster hunting where I thought using a lance was a good way to hide from a monster, but it's interesting. Lance really isn't always that way. It's not necessarily the best way to fight a monster without getting hit. That's what I found. But I guess it can be if you know how to use it well. And this time in my monster hunting was in probably Freedom Unite, back when Lance really sucked. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm thinking back to the days when Lance didn't have a counter, and it was quite a miserable experience to use a Lance in general, but yeah. Basically, in first and second generation, your only real Lance option was Evade Lance, which is hilarious, because the whole point of Lance is that it has a big fucking shield, but you don't want to do that. Why is this guy pinging? What do you want? Like, what do you actually want? I just realized there's two of us going hammer, which is probably not going to end well. You don't want two hammers in one game, unless it's a big monster, like a really big monster. Because if it's not, people are going to get sent flying, and really you'd probably be better off just having one person hitting the head consistently. Now let me make it very clear that I don't think I have, in recent memory, fought a Brachydios with a hammer, so don't expect me to be hitting the head regularly. I don't know his movements. I've never really paid attention to his head movements before, so I don't even know where to start with this. Oh, okay, so he turns around there like that. So sometimes he just turns around normally, and then he does a sidestep like that. Those sidesteps really fuck with a hammer user. Let me make it very clear that I'm not a novice hammer user, it's just I haven't really fought this guy with a hammer before, and you do need to learn every single monster's way of moving when you're using a hammer. I'm gonna get fucking hit by that. Fortunately not. Yeah, the way he moves is not comfortable for a hammer user at all, because he does a lot of sidestepping, and he moves very fast, very quickly, so it's a problem. My DPS is already in the toilet, and I'm not too impressed. You're terrified of Bracky. Yeah, uppercuts seem to be best because uppercuts are quick to charge and also gives you an advancement. Yeah, that's a good point. Ethan is more of a hammer user than I am, so he would know the best way to hammer. Or more, he knows how to hammer more monsters than I do, is my point. See how he clears that fucking trap with that incredible jump? What an asshole. Actual asshole. Where's the other hammer guy? What the fuck? This is your opportunity. Maybe is he deferring to me? He couldn't be. What is he doing? Was he up in fucking Area 8 the whole time? Can you wake up and play the game? Anyway, I sound a bit upset, don't I? But seriously, what the fuck was that? I just thought in my head that he would be here, but he's fucking not. Now, I think I've discovered one really annoying aspect of hammering a Brachydios. It's his fucking fists. They're really big and they're right where his head is, and they often sponge the hits that should be for the head. It's gonna be a fucking miracle if I can get a KO off here. This is looking a bit miserable. Oh shit, he was aiming at El Valda. Here we go, spinning meteor. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking high fire RX. That's alright, I can take that. Better you uppercut me there. because I wasn't going to be doing anything for a moment because I just finished my spinning meteor. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that this guy was even using a hammer. I just thought, what should I use? Oh yeah, hammer, and then I didn't check what other people were using. Yeah, uppercuts are very nice in how, like, their area of effect is very nice. I'll get him on the spin. There we go. That's something that I'm used to because something like a tailspin is very universal. That's not something you need to learn for each individual monster. Because it's almost the same turn angle for every monster, so that's hammer skills. Hammering on a tail swing is hammer skills, not individual monster skills. I thought that was a knockdown. Sadly not. Again, that hit the fucking fists instead of the head. You went for a double. Missed my opportunity. How have you not been fucking knocked? Oh no, he has been KO'd. That's right. Hey, you got him with that super pound. That's good. Happy to hear that. Happy to see that, rather. Happy to hear that. I guess there is a special sound for when you get a successful KO. Or deal KO damage, I should say. Can I get the turnaround on him? No, he just does a sidestep. Because that's the thing, a lot of monsters you can just use the turnaround for when they've finished a combo, but with this guy he does a fucking sidestep, which is, you can't make use of that with a hammer, because you can't position yourself in that way. The whole idea of the turnaround is that the head moves to you. But a sidestep, the head's just fucking moving away, so... Just minorly annoying. Minorly. So yeah, hammering Brachydios not really my preferred style of play. Or rather, not my preferred weapon type for Brachydios in general, so... Yeah. It's getting a bit bright outside all of a fucking sudden. Fuck off. When I started this recording, it was fucking raining outside. Now the sun is out and blinding me. So, delightful is it not? Just fucking delightful. We're 1 hour and 22 minutes in, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take about, we'll say, how long will we say? Let's say about 2 minutes so that I can go to the bathroom and then also set up my lighting properly for this new lighting scenario. Annoying as it may be. But I'd rather that than have the rest of the recording be this blinding white figure of Doomlink. Okay. I need to realise that he has that double hit. Or double hit? Double strike. Here we go. Let's make use of this. Come on, baby. Fucking fists. This is not a praise the sun scenario. I'm not praising the sun at all. Stop doing that. I'm not gonna heal. If you're wondering what impact press is, by the way, I never fucking use it, but I still have it equipped. I'd be better off equipping absolute evasion or something. Or absolute readiness. One of the two. Because again, impact press I don't really use. It's a little better for KO, but I don't know, it's weird. You get less of a swing with the uppercut, which I don't like. Basically, it makes it so that when you make contact with a monster, it deals additional raw damage hits. Impact hits. Which can be good for extra KO. If you're putting down bombs, I'll put down bombs. It's fucking risky, but let's do it. Because this is a monster that can easily destroy these bombs in a second. Oh my god, man. Please don't destroy these bombs, it would be such a shame. This will be good damage. Don't do it, Bracky. Good boy. Imagine standing right next to the bombs. Like, imagine being that guy. Quite unbelievable. Is that guy really dropping bombs in a trap? That fucking actual goober. You have to be pretty fucking dumb to do that. Because if you end up hitting people away from the trap with your bombs, you would have been much better off just letting people attack the monster, would have dealt more damage. So why even risk that? Well, has to do with the fact that they've got no fucking common sense. Triple death? I didn't even pay attention to that. Really? What's going on with these people? Wake up. Well, admittedly, Hyperbrachiodeos isn't the easiest. But I don't even have like 800 defense, I've got like 790, come on. Well, that was fucking pathetic. Okay, so again, I'm going to take care of lighting scenario, I'm going to take care of the call to nature, and I may as well leave this room because it'll take me a little bit to do that. Again, about 2 or 3 minutes would be my guess. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm back. I think I need to fix my webcam a little bit, because I had to shift the whole thing, but yeah, let me do that. Okay. I think we're okay. But yeah, oh wow. She's getting really bright. One more thing. Alright, we should now be a-okay. Yep, that should fix it. Yes, I'm definitely... Ah, yes, exactly, Ethan. That was my excuse. Fixing the lighting? No, actually, I was pooping. Of course. Oh, I need to get my wine, mum. Oh, goodness. But yeah, that hunt was really unfortunate because I didn't even pay attention to the fact that that 2 people had even died. Actually, I do vaguely remember seeing that 2 people had died, but I barely acknowledged it. I was too focused on trying to do something with my hammer, but... yeah, anyway, that happened. A little awkward, but not well. Either way. Oh... actually, one moment. Got some wine to clean up in the decanter. Again, you know, not the best design, is it? When it pools in the rim. Yeah, wipe it up. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's hold this awkwardly. Yeah. Awkward holding. Try to grab my controller. Alright. In terms of what we will be doing now, anything. So, as unprofound a statement as that was, we will continue doing something. Anything. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So what we got? Savage Devil Joe? No. I do too much of him. Chameleos. Let's do Chameleos. Sounds like fun. Yeah. Okay. So we've got this guy here at Hunter rank 181. He's using a Neset weapon with what I can identify as a Gravios armor set. No, it's the Master's set. What is that? Whatever. He's using your typical G rank armor set. Very general use, very damage based, not a bad set, just happens to be a very boring set that people just take pride in. I don't know. Anything you say? Time to play World? Let me hold in my laughter at your beautiful joke. Potato. So we've got basically the Chameleos equivalent to the event quest that we did for Kushalad before. It's basically going to have very high drop chance for large Elder Dragon gems, and it's going to be bloody strong. Now Chameleos, not that many people I have found can handle a really strong Chameleos, because the thing with him is that he's very easy to avoid, but how he's balanced is that he deals a lot of damage when he does hit you. So if you have an event quest where he's doing even more damage, yeah, people die. I've had plenty of quest fails here with a team, even with insurance. So he's kind of deceptively strong, so yeah. We'll see what happens. How are we going with Hunter rank points? I was hoping to maybe get to Hunter rank 700 in this recording, but I think I'd have to be live for maybe 3 hours, maybe even a little more to get to 300 sadly, and I don't really feel like going live for that long. I don't know. Unless Ethan wants to join me live, then, like, actually playing the game, then we can maybe do that, but other than that, no. Just tossing it out there. Ethan probably needs to charge his Rocket League thing. Well, you know, charge. My meaning is that he needs to... imagine he has a bar that needs to be filled, much like, say, a longsword bar. And that's him playing Rocket League. So once his bar is full, then he can go play other games. So he's probably doing that at the moment. Would you ever play Smash Ultimate? No. But thanks for asking. Because if you were curious, then it's better for me to let you know. Is that a fucking cat in my room? This is disgusting. Just as well I haven't eaten today, otherwise I'd be throwing up my lunch. Alright. It's bloody dark, isn't it? Because it got super bright outside for a moment, so I actually had to lower my room light, so let me fix that. Oh. You're at a family fish fry. Okay. Ready up. He's gonna kick me for this, but I don't care. Don't care. He can kick me, I don't care. Chances are he... Actually, no, he's not the host. So Camlost might kick me for saying that, but I don't think so. He might, you never know. I mean, I'm actually defending the cat's honor, can you believe that? I'm more pissed off by the fact that this guy, while the cat is eating, wants to say, ready up, than the fact that the guy's a cat, you know, so... Fuck that guy. Okay, so... Chameleos, I thought, starts here. No, he doesn't. I know where he starts. I'm in trouble, says Carl Tonio. Good. I hope you die 3 times. I'd love that. Even if it resulted in me having wasted my time in this quest, it would be funny to watch. I'd be entertained, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm using the blunt dual blades here, very good for damage. But it is, of course, raw-based. I'm going to continue attacking here, even though I usually don't during a mount, because I am sort of still affected by having played 4 Ultimate, where attacking during a mount is the ultimate taboo. But I did want my charge up on my dual blades. Now, demon dancing with blunt dual blades isn't always a great idea for the reason that I believe once you're in yellow sharpness, it fails the demon dance. So generally, you're not really able to do that. So again, attacking the back legs, just as it was in the older games, is your flinch point. Doesn't do that much damage, but flinches often, so it is recommended that you do that. Let's get Bloodwind on the go. There we go. So again, I'll try to demonstrate the demon dance failing with yellow sharpness. It could be with the first level of Broken Blade. I could be wrong. Or orange sharpness, as people know it to be. Let's give it a try. Okay, it does work. It's the first level of Broken Blade, which I believe is probably better to sharpen up to green with anyway. Even though it does reflect more damage in the damage counter. I don't really trust it. I know for a fact that red sharpness is just not ideal even with blunt, but maybe orange is also bad, because it's got that Broken Blade effect. I don't know. I probably need to do more research into blunt. Oh, Caltonio. Never would have expected you to be the... Oh, Jet is also dead. He's got a cat, too. That means he's... How many times have you lost health already, Jet? Don't you need to get hit 3 times before dying? Like, lose all your health 3 times before dying once with a cat? I think so. Something like that. What the fuck? Remember when I said that team wipes happen a lot with this fucking monster? Yeah. I'm more upset that Jet stole one of Caltonio's deaths. I was hoping for a triple cart with Caltonio. At least we might get a double cart. It's better than nothing. I'll take it. So yes, I have basically resolved to fail this quest. That's fine. That shit. Oh, I'm about to get hit by some poison. Fortunately, it didn't send me flying. Do I have, no. Thought I had, feline... What's it called again? The thing that prevents knockbacks or something. Whatever it's called. Feline... It's feline something. Yeah. Good guess, Doomlink. Alright. Getting those back legs. There we go, that should be a proper flinch. And we will use that as an opportunity to Demon Dance the head. Demon Dancing because that keeps you on target, but by the looks of it I can't really get all hits off there because his head's moving around. Here we go, blunt wind that face. Yeah. Excellent. I mean, these guys think we're going to actually succeed in this hunt. We're not. And I'm not, you know, spreading the negative energy here. It's fucking true, because I can see how you guys are playing. That's going to happen. We're going to fail. And you guys will be upset. But that's life, isn't it? Where are you, fucking chameleon? I thought he was doing his charging attack, but he's not. I'm not going to use Wolf's Maw just yet. I'm going to wait until I'm actually in a position to attack him. Where might you be? Here he is. I think I heard him appear. Yeah, there he is. All the way over there. When you break his horn, he can't actually turn fully invisible anymore. Which is basically the way all of those 3 Elder Dragons work. Teostra can't create his fire aura, the one that deals damage to you when his horns are broken. Kushala cannot produce his wind when his horns are broken, and Chameleos cannot turn invisible properly. In this moment we would actually be able to see his outline. He's getting a bit annoying actually. There you are. Uh-oh, am I going to get stuck? Okay, fortunately not. I was a bit worried that I'd be at risk of getting hit by that while I was doing the Wolf's Maw animation. Shit, just when I was wanting to leave Wolf's Maw for when I'd be able to hit him properly. He flies away as soon as I use it. Sounds about right. That's mildly annoying, isn't it? Inert. Alright. Just going for the hits. I know he's gearing up for one of those. And then he'll do a follow-up, I think. No. As you like. Just try to get our charge up on the... Here we go. Another opportunity to do that while he's going to be bouncing around a little bit. Ow, that hurts. Damn. I have to focus on healing because we're one death from failure. We might actually succeed, you never know. Still not a high chance, but may as well try. Can't just give up. Even if I don't have faith in the team, we might still succeed. For those of you who have fought traditional Chameleos, you would... I think that's... look at these guys, they're all lining up for the trap. That is adorable. Look at these guys. I mean, that should give you an indication of what this team is like. They're trying to trap a fucking Elder Dragon. Good start. Good start. Ow. Fuck off. Don't think that poison lasts very long. This won't be the last time. Now it's time to sharpen. Should be able to get back up to green, I think. With a mini whetstone, certainly not, but with a regular whetstone, I do think so. Whoa, hello. Couldn't quite see where you were there. That's my karma. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a legendary combo on the part of Chameleos. Immediately spun around, that fucking tongue flick. That was incredible. I've never had that happen before. That sort of combo. Because I was 110% prepared to dive there, but his body didn't move at all. He remained rigid and hit me with that tongue. That was amazing. That was good. I'm actually okay with that death. Alright, catch you later, number 7. That was really funny. That was hilarious. Because again, oh look, the 2 people just left in disgust. Like, oh god, let's get the violin out, you know. Got a mog. Still doing that. What a meme. Look at these guys. They all threw a massive tantrum and left. Come on. That's alright. But yeah, that was a really good combo on the part of Chameleos, because as I said, when you're going for a dive, you sort of wait for the right opportunity, but because his body didn't move, that opportunity didn't arise, and so he just tongue flicked me, that's it. Nice work, Mr. Chameleos. Touche, as they say, which rhymes. Gormagala Farm. Let's find a Gormagala. I'm happy with that. He's weak to fire, from memory. Look at that hunting horn. Wow. That's a hunting horn you don't often see. That is definitely a sort of a reinterpretation of the Diamoralis hunting horn, with that sort of winged appearance. Looks really cool. Okay. What weapon type would I like to use? Definitely something with element, but... Oh my god, remember when I said it's just at 700? No, not even. Look at this. So see how there's 3... that's all it takes. 1 rarity 7 piece and 3 rarity 8? Look at the fucking defense. They're all fully upgraded pieces of equipment. Let me show you that. It's crazy. All fully upgraded. 693 defense. Okay, so... okay. So with my defense charm, or rather armor charm and armor talisman... Oh, talon, not talisman. So armor charm, armor talon, and defense up large, I do just get over 700. Good to know. I could use that. Yeah, let's use that. Let's demonstrate how weak it is defense-wise. What is my fire sword and shield? It is Golden Riot, which is my fire sword and shield in Freedom Unite and 3 ultimate as well. It looks really weird in Freedom Unite though. I don't know what they were thinking with that, because in Freedom Unite it looks almost black when you have it sheathed. So the idea is when you unsheath it, it shines gold, but then when it's sheathed, it doesn't, it's almost blackened. It doesn't look nice. I want it to look nice when it's on your back. That's the idea. But no, you don't get that. Sadly. I did have defense up line, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So there we go. That's 708 defense. Yay. Oh god. Okay, the chroma key fucked up when I did that. I'm trying to recreate that. It's still a little fucked. Fuck me, man. Shit. There we go. Just fucking around with the chroma key. Okay. So where the hell are we going? We are fighting... No, it's faster to go this way. But yeah, we're fighting Chaotic Gormagala, who I believe is still weak to fire, I hope. I do hope. He should be. Because if both Shaguru and Gore are weak to fire, Chaotic should also be weak to fire, right? It makes sense to me. Okay. So what happened to the other guy? What? I thought we had 4 people. Anyway, shit. Maybe we didn't. I guess we never had 4 people. Usually I do like to wait for a 4th. Anyway. I do like that big golden horn he has. It's cool. What am I getting hit by? I just got farted on. Fuck this fucking monkey shit. Literally monkey shit. Do a jump attack. There we go. Oh no, we've got a hunting horn here. This is not good. Hunting horns should just not be in a quest unless you've got 4 people. It's not worth it. It's just not fucking worth it. Unbelievable. This is gonna take forever. Don't know if you guys saw how much damage I took, non-enraged. Can we just get in the trap? If you put down a trap, fucking stand by it. Just do it. Save us some fucking time and just get in the fucking trap. Idiots. Don't piss me off. Now, I know it looked as if I didn't hit him much in the head there, but lag compensation, I think, would have dealt the damage. I don't know if I can see what is going on here. That's a little unfortunate. Whatever. It's a little scary with that pound you just did with your hunting horn there, my friend. Understandable that you would do it though, because it's good for KO and good for damage in general. Very good motion value. It's an attack that you can realistically spam, and it's the strongest attack that you can do with a hunting horn, so that's fine. Got Chaos Oil charged. In we go. Ooh. So now that he's enraged, I'm going to be taking some heavy damage, so not really looking forward to that. I guess the strategy would be, don't get fucking hit. Makes sense to me. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I didn't shield it in time if I was affected by the tremor, so it would have been hit. Had to be got on target there. Was that is a fucking pin attack? I had completely forgotten. That's crazy. This is what I do when I'm pinned, by the way. It's very effective and doesn't make any noise. So I just move the analog sticks around in a circle. That's cool to hear. Ow. So it looks like we have a shock trap down. That was a little dangerous. Again, these guys can't commit to a trap worth a fuck. Like these guys, well, they're doing it now, but they weren't before. Look, that Serene guy just completely went off target on the trap, for no real reason at all, other than that he's just, I don't know, weird. Hey, I got the final hit off. That's nice. Again, I'm doing KO damage thanks to Chaos Oil, even with Sword Dance, which is nice to see. I'll need to sharpen up here. I think we're on... I don't have sharpness +2 on this set, do I? No, this is... It's speed sharpening and razor sharp and all that business, but... Alright, I'll collect the shiny one. Why not? Go away, monkey. Get out of my face. The lighting outside, I swear to God, really, really crazy. So it goes from super overcast, right, to extremely bright, and now it's going back to overcast. So, I mean, what can I even say? A little difficult to manage is what I would actually say. So I do know what to say. Who would have thought? I guess I'm a liar. I was trying to get a KO, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, you would think that we would have gotten a KO by now with this hunting horn guy. Unless he's not consistently hitting the head. I guess he's not. The problem with KO damage is that it does need to be consistent, otherwise you don't. Like, KO build-up does decrease over time. So... Ooh. Okay, this is our KO moment. Come on, man. I've lost my Chaos Oil, I'm sorry to say, but maybe you can fucking... Okay, unless I'm going to... flinch him repeatedly then. Oh dear. Ow. This is a little dangerous, I don't know where he is. He's up there, I don't know why he's up there, he's gonna... Oh, fuck. He's going to come down, and he is down. I do like that little attack he does, that animation's really cool where he swings that tail like that. Are his horns broken? Is it a double break or a single break? Because I can see that they're partially broken. But I don't know if that's the full break. I guess it isn't, because it looks like there's too much of the horn there. Let's go for that tail maybe more. Hey, there's a fucking KO, finally. The problem with the tail of Gormagala is that his wings do cover it sometimes, so it is hard to get a good tail cut in certain situations, but basically some of your hits do get sponged by the wings, but there you go, there goes the tail, and we'll get a sword dance in while he is in his tail cut animation. That is a limp. Guess we're doing fairly well. The reason why is because this guy knows how to hunting horn. I've been watching him, he's good. There are certain people who use hunting horn and you can tell they're casual hunting horn users. I would probably classify as a casual hunting horn user. This guy is not a casual. He is what you would probably call a hunting horn main, or at the very least someone who is quite familiar with how to use the weapon very efficiently. Now I'm good with the hunting horn, I guess, but I could be better. The way in which I could be better is simply by being more aggressive while simultaneously playing songs very efficiently. So, that's something that I could work on. And you can tell that this guy's very good at hitting consistently while also playing songs, so. That's good to see. Basically it means that's the reason why we were able to kill this thing so fast. Because he basically pulled his weight as the third player while also boosting his two teammates. Which sometimes doesn't happen. Sometimes with a hunting horn user, they really don't pull their weight. Which is easy to do when your weapon type is dealing little damage on its own. But he was able to do lots of damage on his own, plus boost us, so we basically had the equivalent of 4 players in that hunt, which is why it went nice and quickly. So, there you go. With hunting horn usually, when there's 4 people, it's like having 4.5 people when they're doing attack up large songs and things of that nature. But you can have like 5 players in terms of damage if it's a really good hunting horn player. That's how I look at it anyway. Sounds about right to me. Okay. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even more than that. Maybe 6 players. Ooh. Or 5.5. Okay, we'll do one more hunt. Just so that we're on the 2-hour mark. I do prefer to hit the 2-hour mark, basically, is what I have said a few times now. How are we going for honey? Probably not great. Yeah, not great at all. Let's go fix that. I'm still in this Gormagala room. I'm going to move on. Actually, I will leave. I'll go take care of my item trading. I was actually multiplying items for combination materials for things like crag shots and paralysis shots and things of that nature. So, you know, parashrooms, burst arrowana, things like that. Or bomb arrowana, it seems. And sleep shots, okay. Specifically sleep herbs for sleep shots. Okay. Now, I'm going to go all honey. Oh shit, I hate it when this happens. I don't have enough cats. I've got like no cats, seriously. What? That's 4-star odds? What the fuck? Okay. Let's get honey on the go. No, I probably won't go live again. I'll just take care of other stuff, Ethan, because I have to make some food for myself and probably watch a bit more anime, so that works out rather well. That you're not coming home immediately. It's about time that I start making food anyway. What does this mean? That I've got, like, this blue shit? Why are my odds being increased? I'm not sure what's causing that. I've never seen that before. I've played, you know, like 900 hours of this fucking game and I've never seen my odds increase like that. It's weird. Color me confused. Okay. Trading for honey. Let's see if we've got rare in the tundra. Come on, baby. We've got warning in the tundra. Suck my dick. Fuck! You guys don't know how long I've been waiting for that shit. Well, let's claim some talismans. No. What I've been doing is just melding all of my rarity 8s, and I didn't do that for a very long time. But I've actually decided that I'm at a point in the game now where I may as well. So let's just do it. Yeah. Okay. So, what am I missing here? I'm missing something. Is that barrel bombs? Yeah, barrel bombs. Sometimes I don't know. Use your item sets, Doomlink. No. But thanks for the recommendation. What? Hame Charm Farm. Okay, let's see if he... Oh. I guess you don't like waiting. Because you wouldn't have to wait for very long. Really. Nikakos? Let's do Nikakos, why not? I mean, I can't believe that a person would put Hame in the fucking name of the room, because I can put HBG and people still turn up with a fucking Blade Master weapon and join the quest with a Blade Master weapon. Like, if they can't even see HBG and know what it means, imagine Hame. Like, unbelievable. Why would you bother? Okay, so, Nikakos, what should I do? Let's go Rapid Dragon, or Light Dragon at the very least. What we got? Yeah, Rapid Dragon, that's what I've called it. So this set, nice set. I really like it. I've got normal up just so that I can use normal shots when I run out of dragon. But I generally don't go for normal, I generally use shrapnel as internal ammo. I don't know why people haven't set up private servers for Try yet. I think people have, to be honest. My understanding is that they have, and if they haven't yet, they are working on it. The first thing to take care of was Monster Hunter 1, and that's been taken care of. People are playing that game on private servers, and it's great, as far as I'm aware. But with Try, that's either sort of recently something that you can do, and if not, then it's definitely close. You would stop playing every other game you own and just play Try for a few months. Yeah, that would make sense, because Try is a good experience. It's basically the epitome of 3rd gen. For me, not, I would say really the epitome of 3rd gen would be 3U, but 3 Ultimate that is. But Try was most people's first experience with 3rd generation, and it was amazing. It was a great time, quite honestly. So, yeah, if you have the opportunity to go online, and you will find, because it is the first game that actually introduces hunter ranks beyond what would actually be strictly linked to your quest progression. So, like that hunter break thing, there is no real hunter rank break in that game. I think there is a threshold that you need to break by completing a quest in high rank, but in keeping in mind it's a high rank game. But they did it differently. Your HR1 quests are probably hunter ranks 1 to 12 or something like that, and then it progresses that way. No, not 1 to 12, excuse me. I keep forgetting that there's no G rank in that game, so therefore it would be hunter ranks 1 to about 32. My memory is that hunter rank 32 was the beginning of high rank. It's either 32 or 34. And then hunter rank 56, I believe. Or is it? No, it's 52, sorry. So hunter rank 52 was the hunter rank that was end game high rank. The highest hunter rank requirement in that game to join a quest was 52. So, what you're probably quite familiar with, Potato, which is, you know, your low rank quests are hunter ranks 1 through 3, and then high rank begins at hunter rank 4, wasn't like that in Tri, because this was the first time that you could have as many as 999 hunter ranks. So that's how they decided to do it. They would just give you a bracket of hunter ranks to progress through within a certain quest line. Or within... No, it wasn't 30. Definitely wasn't 30, Potato. It was 32. It was either 32 or 34, I can tell you 110%. Yeah, Elatrion was 52. Again, it wasn't like multiples of 10. We're talking fucking weird numbers. I believe it was 32 for high rank, and then Double Joe and Elatrion were either 51 or 52, something like that. And how it worked was, if you wanted to fight Double Joe early in his own quest, usually you would have to, well, if you wanted to fight him before you could really unlock him, you would have to just fight him as an invading monster in a Kurapeka quest or something, but there was an event quest, and back in Tri, there were actual rotating events. The event quests, that was my understanding of event quests in those days. Because today, event quests are synonymous with DLC quests, but back then, they were actual event quests. Now, they might have done the same in 2DOS and Monster Hunter 1, but I didn't play the online for those games. But my guess is that they did originate in those particular games. So, basically, you would have, for maybe a week or two, an event quest appear, and then it would disappear. Now, Gen Moran in particular was really interesting, because when he would come, when his event quest would arrive, a sandstorm would blow through the city, and the music would change. It was really interesting. It was called the Festival of Fear. It was basically, lore-wise, all of the hunters would gather and go and hunt the Gen Moran because he had arrived. And it felt like you were part of that, because you now had access to the event quest. Gen was event only in Tri. And you had, I believe, 2 quests to fight him. You had a low rank quest that had no hunter rank requirement to join. And I remember I was hunter rank 1 and I went and fought him and I got fucking destroyed. And I soloed him because I didn't know what the quest was. And it was really cool, because he was gigantic and you were on a boat in the sand. It was amazing. But then the high rank one, well, there was a high rank event as well. And there might have been a low rank kill, which had a hunter rank requirement, but there was a repel quest that didn't have a hunter rank requirement. And then there was a proper high rank quest as well. Yeah, maybe, yeah. That's an interesting thought, Potato. I didn't know that there was that the Gen Moran event was actually present on the day the server shut down. Because I wasn't around, I didn't want to know about it. I was too angry that it was shutting down, so I didn't want to be part of it. I wish I had recorded those final moments, because I easily could have, but I didn't. That was back in 2013. So, yeah, just didn't do it. And I do regret it a little bit. I've had so much time to organise my inventory and I just haven't. Dragon Toadstools, I believe it is Dragon Toadstools and not Dragonfell. It is Dragonfell berries, okay. Good thing it didn't fuck that up. This guy's probably like, where the fuck are you? Player 2. I'm right here, fear not. Alright, well let's go. Actually no. 75%, no fucking way. Item set time. Sorry, rooms. You're gonna have to forgive me, rooms. I'm a gunner. Look at him walking around. Look at him, he's so fucking ready to go and I'm so not. Because I have to set up. It always happens, you know. When you're... have you noticed? It happens to me a lot. You are sitting there waiting for someone to join for ages, and then you finally got a team together and you realise, shit, I'm not even ready for the quest, I haven't done what I need to do with my inventory yet. It's funny. So now I do have the books of combos needed to get 100% combination rate on dragon shots. The whole point of my set is dragon shots. I do have dragon level 2 internal ammo, which is good. But it would be pretty ridiculous to not bring combination materials for level 1 if the whole point of my set was dragon, you know. It would be quite stupid, you know. Oh, I think I lost one of my rapid shots there. That was a bad idea. Very bad idea. There we go. Let's not get hit by that. Trying to avoid that. I don't want to hit that. I mean, that's not bad damage, but this is where the damage is at. Uh-oh. No! So again, dragon is a very specific type of gunning. And has been in all of the games except for Try. Okay, he's attacking over there. Shit, that is a big sweep. No, 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 no. Shit, look at this. Are you kidding me? This is not the time to be boned. Literally boned. Max potion, please. Lots of support from my teammates, but I don't really care. I'm not very supportive either. But usually if someone's about to fucking die, that's when I whip out the life powers. If I have them. If I have them. Which I do not always. Oh god. Boulder face guy? Not that into him. He swings himself around and it's a bit scary. Trying to get a shot off on that. Okay, fine. Let's combine some more. Whoa. I do miss dragon shots from Try. They were basically treated as normal elemental ammo. I don't think they did especially more damage than anything else. At least I don't remember that being the case. So, I really preferred it like that. I missed that. But they went back to being really overpowered and limited. Go. And we've got 5 shots left. This isn't the true weak point of Nakakos. His real weak point is that rainbow thing on his back. But I can't really hit that consistently, so I'm aiming for the base, which is still a very good elemental weak point. Keep in mind this is going to be the last hunt of this recording. Which is nice. I like finishing on Nakakos. He's cool. We've already got him to the next stage of the fight, which is great to see. It means we're doing really good damage. Get hit by that. You got hit by it anyway, idiot Doomlink. It's not the time to be affected by a roar. There we go. That is an opportunity to hit the weak point. I'll try to get some pierce in there. Now you can, if you're gonna hit this weak point the whole time, basically. But you need to know where it is. And I generally don't know. It's probably better for me to shoot PS3 than Shrapnel S, to be honest. I'll shoot all my PS3, then I'll go back to Shrapnel. I really don't know what sort of damage shrapnel does. I'm pretty sure it's decent, but probably not as good as Pierce, would be my guess, because Pierce 3 is very good. Where is the weak point? Oh, I see it now. Of course, the back shell can be broken, which has not yet been broken. Surprisingly. Ow. That is not... Yeah. Well, it helps to look at the fucking game. I thought something appeared on my computer, so I looked over there and I then saw my death in OBS before I saw it on my TV. Which is a little silly, but anyway. Now, I think there were max potions in this box, but see, people don't use max potions. They don't use their max potions correctly. The max potions should be for the people who need to heal themselves after death, but no one fucking cares about that. They just grab the max potions. Death and me. Fucking assholes. Anyway. Like, why is there no unspoken rule that you leave the max potions for people who die? Why is it so hard? It's fucking logical. Really. Shooting some pierce in there. Oh, that's going to hit me if I'm not careful. One death away from failure. Yeah, I'm not interested in raid monsters either, but I think that will happen. I think that will happen. I'm probably not going to play the fucking Monster Hunter 6 game anyway. No, I'm just gonna bullet geyser. It's safer. Ooh. He got flinched out of that. He was gearing up for a charge attack, basically. How's that back shell not been broken yet? What the fuck? That's unbelievable. I actually can't believe it. Ow. Let's not die now. That would really suck. Don't you fucking combo me with that. Yeah, definitely not the most supportive team in the world. We're one death away from failure, and I'm almost dead. They don't really care. Well, okay, we'll shoot some shots into the tentacle here. Because that's actually surprisingly good for Pierce. It doesn't look like it would be, but it is. Quite good. That's fucking dangerous. No. Stop it. I don't know what the damage for the blowhole is. I think it's alright. No, stop, stop. I can't believe that didn't land on me. I was inside the shadow. Is he charging me down? I think he is. Yeah, he is. Excuse me. He moves very quickly when he's doing this. I really don't know how shrapnel compares to Pierce. Oh, we've just lost it. Have we lost it? I don't have life powders. RMZ is gonna die. I mean, how is he not dead? Look at his health. What the fuck is going on? He must have literally had like 1 health from boxing. That's crazy. We almost failed. That would have been a bit of a shame. It is the last hunt, so I would like to have a successful hunt for our last, naturally. Weak point access? No. Looks like we've finally broken the back shell. Took a long time. It's a giant octopus creature with a shell. He's a relative of Yamatsukami. Oh dear. He's an octopus with a shell. And his tentacles have weird... like he's covered in bones and stuff, it's weird. Well, that was a sad hunt. Can't have everything, can you? Sometimes you just get a bad hunt. That would be an example of one. Well guys, I do thank you all for watching. This has been the Doomlink's Live Hunts recording series in Generations Ultimate this time around. I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time I'm recording for this series, or for anything that you would like to watch of mine next. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.